It's not like a
We're,
bad
like,
question.
on.
It's
We are live too.
So Seth. So I've had this canner, and I had like a quarter of just like a whiskey, right? And I haven't opened it in like 4 months. Is that still good?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alcohol, dude.
Well, I don't know. I'm on like a dude.
Okay.
I'm on a drinker. It's my first like.
Yeah, no,
like,
no, and I didn't.
Have you ever heard someone go like, "Yo, bro, I've had this bottle since like 1975. Let's open this shit."
Yeah, but it's been closed. This shit's been
didn't mean
open,
to
so I don't
insult
know.
your intelligence at all.
No, we got Hog over here like, what? What did you say?
The longer a whiskey or any type of a drink besides like a beer ages, the better it is. So you're supposed to let your whiskey age. So if you haven't opened that in like 7 months,
Smells fucking amazing.
I bet it's gonna be fucking good.
Bro, I wish I had fucking alcohol. I have nothing.
I kind of
right
always do now. Seth has gotten me to the point where he always talks about alcohol, how good it is. It's like I gotta give it a try. So every week every day I get off of work, I go to like the package store or go to the
Turning people into alcoholics over here, I guess.
I was gonna say, so you're an alcoholic now? Your shadow?
Okay,
dude.
no,
I
don't
No.
drink. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I kind of drink every single day. At the point, a little bit. It's just like every night, I just drink a little bit. You know, have a
I
little
was
fun.
just watching like a TikTok of the Bad Friends podcast, and they had this like guy on there, and he was like, "So I like wine and beer, but the problem is once I start drinking, it's hard for me to stop." And the guy goes, "You're an alcoholic," and he goes, "Is that what that is? I didn't even know." Like it was just like,
Oh,
yeah.
so not to be racist or anything, but is it like a white guy who's always just like you're like being the smart one, and then like a lighter dude?
So one of them is that Santino, I think is his last name. He's like a redheaded, like Irish guy.
Not who I'm thinking of.
But he was talking to like I think he was like an Oriental guy, like whether he was like Asian or whatever. I can't remember what he was, but he was just like, yeah, I like to. The Oriental guy was like, yeah, I like to drink beer and wine and stuff. But the problem is like once I start, I can't stop. And the other guy was like, that means you're an alcoholic. But I will disagree with that because I am kind of that demographic as well. Like once I do start, it's hard for me to stop. As far as like once like I want to call the party quits, I'm like, oh, I've got another hour or whatever, and that's what usually happens. Like when we play Call of Duty, like
Yeah.
you've been there with me, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I can go another 20 minutes or whatever. It's kind of the same way with Call of Duty or whatever, and alcohol, but like I think there's a difference between like alcoholics and like binge drinkers. I would consider myself like a binge drinker or like a binge gamer, I guess. Like where it's hard for me to like stop once I've started playing video games. It's hard for me to stop once I've started drinking.
Okay.
But like I can go like 10 days or a month without drinking and probably have done that with gaming as well. But like I think there's a difference between like a binger and like an alcoholic as well. Because I know people that are alcoholics, they have to have like 6 drinks a day every fucking day, whereas I do not. You know,
I was also gonna ask, do you ever drink in the morning? Like you get up and you're just like, I need a drink.
No, I have like for like brunch and shit. Like I've gone to brunch and like had a Bloody Mary at 10 a.m. before, but then like I don't need it.
But you don't crave it or anything, so no, you're not an alcoholic.
No, it's not like a craving or anything. No.
I used to work at a gas station where like there was one dude, he would come in every day. The moment we're allowed to sell alcohol, he's there to buy some.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, you're ridiculous. He goes home, drinks, comes back, and does it again, all throughout the day.
If you knew that about him, that's great. But there were times where I got frowned upon because you know I worked night shift a lot as a funeral director, and I got off at like 10 a.m. Fucking went into the gas station, bought like a 30-pack of beer. And I'm sure the fucking clerk was like, "That guy's a drunk," and it's like, no, like I'm getting off work now, and right now is my nighttime because I'm going back to work at 10.
Oh yeah, see the difference is like that guy's not seeing you constantly.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that like, dude throughout the entire day.
Yeah, it was every couple mornings or something. Yeah. But yeah, it was and like I don't drink beer a lot anymore anyway, unless I go to like a bar or something. I'll just order a beer because most of the time they don't use the booze that I like in a drink, and a mixed drink's so fucking expensive anymore anyway, so it's cheaper just to drink a beer. But yeah, I don't mess around with beer.
Yeah, I make my mixed drinks though. I make some bomb ones. My favorite thing to mix is Bailey's.
Yeah, Bailey's is good.
That's one of my favorites.
There's a bar here in town. Well, not all the bars here in town. Like if you order a mixed drink, like it's like $4 to $7 for a mixed drink, but like you're getting like 3 to probably 5 shots in your glass, and it's like a tall, big ass fucking glass. So you're getting a good drink out of any place you go to where I live. Because I remember I went to Springfield, Missouri for a conference for like embalmers and stuff like that. And you ordered a drink, and like that bartender was back there with like the actual shot glass, like
What are you
making sure
whining
you
at me
just put
for?
one shot in your drink, you know. And I was like, this isn't my style. I want a hard drink, a stiff one, because like I don't want to keep buying a drink every
What are you
fucking
doing?
20 minutes. So
This dog's
so
going
yeah.
mad.
I should
So
just
we're
mix
live and
fucking
everything. Are we ready
Coke
to
and
roll?
Jack. It's pretty
Oh
much
yeah,
what I
no, we're
mix,
live.
put it in a giant- Yeah,
Lance,
I'm over
you got
here.
questions and stuff or what?
Actually, I had my notebook, but I can't find the page, man.
Hang on.
The page of like the 20 questions that I read now for today. I literally could not find this fucking monstrosity of shit.
Pretty clean notebook there.
I stole it from somebody. We ain't gonna talk about it then. But anyways, fucking, we were talking about something earlier, Seth, before Hog was here.
We were talking about oh yeah, we talked about that Facebook post that I shared.
Yeah, about what was it?
It was like being silent during an argument is just as toxic as arguing back or whatever, or some shit like that, I think. Let me see if I can find the
It was like, hold on, I could probably put it over here.
yeah.
Fucking, actually, I don't know,
Shutting
because
down instead of
there we
communicating
go.
is just as toxic as arguing. And I believe that so much, because if you just shut down and you don't like talk about stuff, even if it's not like yelling or arguing, just getting your voice out there and expressing like how you feel can like let the other party that you're talking to, whether it's your spouse or your friend or whoever, letting them know
What's up, Caden?
and voice your opinion and letting them voice theirs. You can kind of get the way that they feel, and they can get the way you feel about that topic that you're talking about, whether it's, you know, whatever it is. You can let them know how you feel, and they can let you know how they feel. If you just shut down, then you don't know how they feel on that topic. They just stop talking. And it's like, well, what do we do now?
Wait, does
Are
that
we just
correspond around like saying you get into an argument with your chick and she says something, but you sit there and don't say a single word? You just agree what she says. Is
if
that
you
like kind of
agree,
shutting down?
no, but if you're agreeing, that's communicating. Like if you
But
say
say you
yeah,
don't agree in your mind, but you're just saying that just to like end the argument without having to deal with it.
well,
I
that would
guess.
make you a liar and a manipulator, I think.
Yeah, if you
Because
don't, I don't know what we were talking about 100% because I went away for a
so
second.
we were talking about that Facebook post that I shared, and it was like shutting down instead of communicating is just as toxic as arguing with somebody.
Hey, Dalton.
Yeah.
I was told to tell you.
Yeah. Okay. I see the chat. Can we not like repeat it out loud?
Hey,
He's not, dude. This guy's just one of my homies, dude.
someone's got a boyfriend.
I do not got a boyfriend. What do you want? He didn't even text me, man. He's just whatever. Anyways.
But
But
yeah, that's what we were talking about.
okay, but from what I was hearing about the chick thing is like if you tell them that something just to like agree to get the conversation to pretty much stop, and then you don't do what was asked, yeah, you're a liar.
But
But
manipulator
yeah.
as well.
yeah, 100%.
What if you're doing it just to like not have an argument because you don't want to argue?
Then you better fucking do what you just agreed to.
That's still a lie if you don't agree with what they're saying or are not willing to change or
Jesus.
do something to change the result of what they're talking to you about, then that's a lie. And you're just agreeing with them that like get a nut or to get whatever you want, then yeah, that's manipulating as well.
Like, yes, there are going to be times you're in a relationship and you guys are talking and they say something you don't agree with. You are going to have to shut your fucking mouth and just suck it up.
Yeah.
And agree and just deal with what it is at times. But other times, stand your fucking ground.
I'm dealing with that with my wife currently because she wants new flooring in our house, and that's what I want too. Like, obviously, like I want our house to look nice and everything, but like we can't afford it right now because like I'm gonna be paying $600 a week in daycare. I mean, we are, not just me. She's paying too. She holds all the insurance. She has a car payment. I do not. I paid off all my cars. Um, I bought all my cars with cash. And she's like, I want new flooring in this house. And I'm like, we can't do it. Like, we just can't. And like, that's the argument thing. I could just shut down and be like, no, we're not going to do that. And that's it. But I have to remind her.
Oh, that's shutting. I thought like shutting down was like you just shut up, you just be quiet.
Yeah, yeah, and I could. But doing that and not having a result on her end is lying. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the way I feel about it. I mean, you can interpret the conversation any way, but if I shut down, it was just like, okay, then we would get new flooring, and we would be like we'd probably be down to like $3,000 in savings after our hospital bills and all that shit's paid off for the kid. We would have about $3,000 saved up. And I do not want to be that way because a new furnace, like if our furnace would go out, that's $10,000 right there with an air conditioner and everything. And I do not want to live that way. I want to have that safety blanket of at least having $10,000 in savings at all fucking times of my life. And that's the way I mean, you should, most people should have that safety blanket, and and not a lot of people do, and I'm very fortunate that I have that, but I do not want to give that up and not have that at my disposal, I guess.
Facts.
Because ever since I was 18 years old, I've had $10,000 in savings ever since I've been 18 years old. And one of those times during my history, I got a DUI and I paid that all off in cash, and that cost me $10,000, and it took me 4 years to get that back up.
Damn.
And
but hey, you did it.
I did it. And that's the thing. And I'm like, like I'm not a fucking Dave Ramsey. Like Dave Ramsey is the best financial advisor anybody can ever get. And I'm not him. But like I've tried to instill a lot of this knowledge into my wife, and she's most of the time really into it. And then like ever since we had our second kid, it's like, no, like she's like, we need this for our kids, we need that for our kids. And I'm like, our youngest daughter has all of our stuff from our oldest daughter, like all the clothes, everything, like they're hand-me-downs, so we shouldn't need anything except for diapers now and formula. But it's always something else, like we need this, we need that. It's like, no, we don't. But you're making it a necessity, which, and this is more or less me venting, but it's like we need to be basically focused on daycare because daycare is fucking expensive. And Hog, you know this.
I'm fortunate to have DES helping me, and they're paying like 90% of it. I pay $15 for 2 kids.
Unfortunately, I make too much money to get that. Otherwise, I would love to have that assistance. I think every family should have that assistance because even for one kid, $300 a week is a lot of money for most families.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be paying fucking $600 a week. I told my wife, I'm like, once one of our kids are out of fucking daycare, I'm getting a brand new car. I'm going to a fucking dealership because if we can afford $600 a fucking week, I can afford $500 a month for a car payment.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm 35 years old, never fucking owned a new car. I've always bought like shit boxes off Facebook and shit like that and fixed them up. That's what I've always done. And it's like, I went to fucking college. I worked my ass off for everything I've ever had. I deserve a fucking car. I deserve a good goddamn car.
Hell yeah.
For once in my life, I think. Yeah, so but my whole thing is I'd rather drive a piece of shit car and let my wife drive a nice car because I want her to make it to work and home from work safe.
Oh
Whereas
yes.
I would take the sacrifice to drive a piece of shit car.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, because I care about my wife and I care about my family. But it's like I've worked my ass off and I really deserve to have a nice something nice, but I probably won't ever do it, to be honest with you boys. I'll probably end up finding a car that's like made in the 80s that has 40,000 miles on it, like I always do, and I'll just buy that and drive it until the wheels
Bro,
fall
get a
off.
June bug.
Right?
Dude, you should see my fucking dude. I'll find a picture of my fucking car on my phone. I have an '87 Chevy Celebrity four-door sedan that I bought back in 2012. It had 40,000 miles on it,
Damn.
and it was an '87. And I still own this car, and it's one of the best cars I've ever fucking owned in my
Jesus,
life.
bro. See, I own
Yeah.
a 2001 Toyota Corolla.
Yeah, this was like the car, like that, like ruled it all. Like I was like, this is the fucking best thing I've ever fucking bought in my life, and I paid $1,100 for it, and I
Dang.
still own it,
I
and it
paid
still fucking runs.
I paid
It runs like a top.
2,500.
Huh?
I paid 2,500 for mine. And
Yeah,
shit.
see, that's what sucks though. Like, even though with Buttercup, like if I had that car down here and let's say I wanted to do like Uber Eats or something like that, they wouldn't even fucking let me because it's so old. You know, they're just like,
That's
no, you
why I
can't
do
fucking
DoorDash. Uber Eats won't let me.
Yeah, DoorDash wouldn't probably fucking let me either. They'd be like, no, that car's too fucking old. That's
Bro, they let
bullshit."
people on fucking bikes do it.
That is true. That is true.
Uber
Oh my-
Eats does that too, right? You could ride a bike and
I have
do
yet to
Uber
see someone
Eats.
do Uber Eats on a bike. I've always seen it on DoorDash.
Dude, where the fuck is this fucking car at?
Take a
Because if
damn
they
moped.
allow you to do it on a fucking bike, they better sure let me do it with my 2001 Toyota.
Dude, look at this fucking thing.
Bro. Hell yeah.
Isn't that sharp? Yellow.
Yeah,
Named her Buttercup. Yeah, that was my baby.
Buttercup.
See,
Buttercup. Look at that.
See,
fucking
I never
sweet
named
ass
my
car.
I never named my cars.
Well, that was the deal. Like when I bought that car, the fucking owner was like, "What are you gonna name it?" I'm like Buttercup because I've always been a big fan of the movie Princess Bride. I don't know if
I
you guys
love
ever
that
watched
movie.
but Princess Bride was Princess Buttercup. So I'm like, I'm gonna name that car Buttercup after Princess. Yeah.
There you go.
And she fucking still runs, dude. When I go home for the weekend, because my wife and I usually we ride in the same car, and then she drops me off at my mom's, and I have that car. I'm just like, come on, princess, let's get rolling. I fucking start her up, and I tool the loop a little bit.
That's
Blow
funny.
the fucking cobs out of her every time, dude. That's one of that car was the best purchase I've ever fucking made in my life. And like look at that. I bought it in 2012 and it cost me $1,100. Look how long that's lasted me, and it's still going.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I told my wife too. I'm like, because she's like, I think you should buy a new car once our daughters get out of daycare. You deserve it. And I'm like, but if I can find something like that and do that again, and it'll last me fucking 10 years. Why the hell would I buy a new car then?
Right? You
know
buy
what I
a
mean?
new car, it breaks down after a year.
Yeah,
This is what the fuck?
like, especially with all these new fucking battery operated cars, the fucking new battery costs you fucking $12,000 nowadays.
Yeah.
If you get like one of them semi-electric cars or like hybrids or whatever, they cost so much.
Oh, you guys hear about the flying cars? Yeah, apparently there's actual flying cars.
Like Elon Musk or what? Like
I don't
who's
know.
doing
I'm actually gonna look this bitch up. From what I've heard, it costs like 20 million for one.
Who the fuck's gonna buy them?
The Richie
Not
Rich.
me. Yeah, great. The rich people that don't fucking know anything. Imagine if fucking Paris Hilton, she wouldn't even remember to turn on her turning signal. She'd run into somebody or something.
Oh shit! Actual flying car. Why? Why is this? What the fuck?
Dude, could you imagine that? Fucking flying shit?
But yeah, no, like it's a car.
That flies.
with like 2 wings on the side,
What?
like helicopter wings. Seriously, dude, this is gonna piss me off. What the actual fuck? Oh my god. Shopping. No.
How's your ping, Lance?
Oh shit. That is actually not that bad. So, a flying car is only $300,000.
Oh,
Like, it's less than I thought,
I'll buy
obviously.
one now and I'll see you in the morning, dog. Jesus
Right?
fucking Christ. Only $300,000. Yeah, I'll play some blackjack and I'll be there in the morning.
Right?
Jesus fuck. 300 grand?
I mean, hey, it's less than $1 million.
I'm
But-
still $1 million shy of being a millionaire, so
Right?
I can't fuck around with that. But I mean, yeah, it'd be cheaper than buying a fucking plane.
Yeah,
My
I mean,
bad.
maybe. Depending on the fucking gas you gotta get for that bitch.
Well, yeah, I mean, you could buy an old ass plane that maybe runs on diesel, or something.
Right? That's better.
So I should not be getting kicked out of Wi-Fi ever again. That's the promise I was just been told.
By your dad?
No,
Dude, Lance.
it wasn't my dad doing everything. It was my brother apparently, because my brother got that little feel that he has power because he's my dad, little golden boy. How you put it? So at that point, he had access to the Wi-Fi, all the admin password, all that shit. We could see everybody's usage and what's looking up, all that shit. Well, he was the one pausing Wi-Fi, all that shit to fucking show his dominance, I guess, right?
Oh, what a bitch.
He's just, yeah, what a bitch. But so,
Man, like, you look like you live in like a Taj Mahal. Like, what's out them fucking doors? Them double doors there.
my go-kart. That's literally what it is. You walk out there, you see a go-kart. And then you turn left, a driveway, and then a little bit more to the left, you see a fucking door. Okay?
And then you see a field of goats.
Yes.
Dalton,
Listen, okay?
look at the chat.
Oh, God.
What? There's a chat going on?
Well, yeah,
I'm gonna turn-
we're live.
Oh, from listen, look, his name is Green Bean. It's not Caden. Put that out there.
That dude lives in a mansion. Yeah, he does.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. Look at that bitch.
No, I don't.
Look at that bitch.
Where do you find the chat at?
So you go to
You
how do
have
say
to
it?
go to my stream.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay.
Man, we gotta do, hold on. I gotta find a way to somehow get like the chat on the right of the screen or some shit. Or like somehow on the Discord so that everyone can see. Why is it going slow again?
Because why not?
God, my mouse is going so fucking slow.
Oh, like
See you know what I can do. All right, because I'm this bougie like that. You know what? Y'all can
What?
check out my Xbox screen.
Ooh.
Hey, Lance, we need to run some infected on.
All right,
Farm
you know what I
3.
can do. We can go over here to let's go check out Sethanol real quick. You know.
You don't even have me as a friend.
Seth, you literally appear offline, so I gotta go through all of these fuckers all the way down to find Sethanol. Okay. So let's spend time. Look, there you
There
are.
I am. There I am.
There you are. Says I seen you 7 days ago Call of Duty. I just played with you last night.
Yeah. So.
Stop appearing offline, man.
Dude, I'm tired of it, to be honest with you. Let me fucking change it right now. So now that you had to scroll down so fucking far.
I'm gonna rub your dad's
I'm
vape.
you're online now. Pop right to the top of your fucking leaderboard. There.
Oh no, that vape is dead. Let's grab the other one.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact
Check
that you
my
just have a
stats.
fucking box of vapes.
Oh, that ain't shit, dude. Ugh. If I just take out like a couple of shit real quick, load the cannon box. Give me a second. Just give me a second. This ain't helping my case at all, right? But tomahawk.
Nice.
Okay, a wire.
Tom's cock? What?
Okay, now look. You probably can see, but that's all vapes right there.
That's not okay.
Like you're a TSA agent.
Bro, that's too much.
And about, I think half of those are like Delta 9s and fucking little weed pens.
God damn. It's like, hey, you
Like-
can't board the flight with that. Okay, well, take it. And then Lance just fucking, like, flex it underneath the ground like Mario. He's fucking, like the plumber of fucking goddamn vape carts. Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, I can guarantee anyone you've had, Seth, or had, I probably have it in that box.
I'm sure you do. My favorite one that I've had ever since I started vaping and buying disposables was a Juvie. I don't know if you've ever heard that, but that was the best one I ever had. It's still going. I'm going on 3 weeks with it. It's like
I know of a Jew we're talking to it, I know.
Juvie. Jubi.
Fuck
I'm sorry, boys.
you.
I'm kind of fucked up. I took a mushroom and
Oh, hell yeah.
I took a couple.
I have never tried shrooms yet, man.
Bro,
No, they sell shroom gummies here in Iowa. So,
bro, they are so much fun.
I mean, this shit right here is supposed to be, it has psychedelics in it right here, but it doesn't fucking, they have like toke on it a couple of times.
See, my problem if I had like a fucking disposable like e-cig that had like weed in it or something, or like a psychedelic in it, I'd be puffing on it and I'd be at work and I'd be like, man, no, I should have grabbed the other one, you know, my nicotine one.
Lance,
Send back where? Okay. He got sent back to Japan. That's about it.
But
When we
the
back
most I
until
got,
about 2 years.
this jar is all roaches. And I've dug into it. It used to be full, but I've dug into it.
He's got a pill bottle full of roaches. That is a pothead.
Yeah. And then when I'm on the road, I put my doobies in this guy. That way the smell's not coming out and shit.
Says it was with the face.
Bro, he's tripping. It's hitting him.
It's it.
That's a face of like, I'm seeing some shit. At least shit's breathing.
Well, fucking hog's holding up like a Sharpie or something, like a highlighter or something. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
That's funny. Bro, Andy's drinking? Shit. I wish I had a drink.
Dude. I wish I had a brothel or something. I think, like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I could use something.
South Dakota.
I don't live that far from South Dakota.
They actually have the best. They're not like brothel, bro. They're like old Western brothels. You go in,
Yeah,
get some
you
booze
can
and
fuck like a
snatch.
colonial woman or something. I think, you know.
I'll be so
Sometimes
down
you
for
can
that.
wear-
Bro, I'm
Yeah,
I'll
like,
wear a cowboy hat. I'll wear some spurs or a bandolier. I'll fucking. Ooh,
Yeah,
I tell you what, man.
Take off that bassinet or whatever they wear, you know.
Actually, no. The I guess the
Corset.
prostitutes, who are actually in that line of business actually don't wear nothing underneath as a skirt.
Yeah, but sometimes they wear like a corset or something there. It's kind of hard to
I guess
tell.
the modern ones do. You know, they have to
They wear
prevent
like a
smell
corset.
and keep it clean.
Yeah.
don't be
But,
talking
like-
about those again.
Yeah,
Smelly
we don't-
shit.
We don't want to talk about them dirty ones.
Bro, ooh. My baby mama's, bro, I swear, that shit smelled like someone just got done with her. Anytime. Like she,
Pink salmon.
yeah, like she just gets out the shower. You go at it, and it's like, bro, did you scrub there? Because it smells like someone fucked you in there.
Who opened up the can of sardines around here? Smells like
Fucking
anchovies
goddamn.
in this bedroom.
But I was just about to say fucking anchovies, man.
Yeah.
We got those at Papa John's, and they smell fucking rancid.
Dude, you can make an anchovy pizza at Papa John's.
Yeah. People will literally order us a side of anchovies.
Yeah.
Ew. My dad likes
Actually,
anchovies.
I'm not gonna lie to you, anchovies. I mean, fucking.
Ain't no way we're talking about prostitutes.
I just fucking saw that. I mean, hey man. Sometimes like one of my homies. All right. Sometimes you can't get no snatch. All right. You gotta get you a goddamn prostitute. I tell you what.
I mean, I've never paid for it, but I guess like you
I
gotta
would never.
pay.
That is.
If you
in
gotta
my
pay,
defense,
I
Go
bought
for
a
it, my
girl
bad.
Starbucks for a blowjob once, but like, I mean, I guess that kind of is prostitution.
wait. What was the drink?
A chai tea latte, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Was it a was she a blonde chick?
was she Asian?
Yeah, like the both.
Which one?
Both of them?
Blonde Asian? Oh
No,
shit.
no, I'm just
You
kidding.
had a blonde Asian?
No, she was a dark-haired chick. I was trying to remember her face in my crotch and like what I was looking at from the backside. So yeah, no, she was a dark-headed chick, and yeah, she just liked her chai lattes with a little extra cream. Apparently.
What did she like ask you like, hey, I'll give you some head if you buy me a latte?
No, I gave her a latte though. I think I put the cream on the top. I think
On top of her
Oh
or the
shit.
drink?
So wait, so the whipped cream was your cream.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Was it extra whipped?
I don't know. Like, I don't remember my dick getting whipped too much, but I mean, she got the cream. Like, I mean, that was the end result. I think. For me anyway, it was. That's what I wanted. I got the end result. I don't know if that's what she wanted to happen. But yeah, she ordered a chai latte and she got the cream on the side of her cheek, probably. Hogs lost it.
I know. Fucking. So topic, prostitutes. So what about them?
Oh
So
my
I've never had a
god!
prostitute, but besides that, I've never had a prostitute before. I mean, I bought a chick like something like they wanted like an ashtray or something. I bought them an ashtray so they could flip their cigarettes.
So what about a new room massage? If you wouldn't just pay just for sex, what about a new room massage?
Like, okay, what was the question?
You know what a new room massage is?
Where they like you're nude and they massage you and they give you a special treatment at the end?
Yeah.
Oh no, I've never done that.
Okay.
But I'm asking, will you? Is
No.
it like because you see, but we both y'all said y'all wouldn't, but to a certain extent, would y'all?
No, I wouldn't. Like, okay, that's another question too that should be asked. Like, if you do pay for something like that, is that technically cheating? I would consider that cheating.
Well, yeah. So like, say we're single, I still
Oh.
wouldn't. Because like,
yeah, like, I don't
my
know.
thought process is like, how many times has she given special treatment?
That's the same thing with a prostitute. Like, how many
Exactly.
times she got her pussy.
How many sloppy seconds are you putting your dick in?
Yeah, like I don't know. Like, I mean, if I was
Yes, it
desperate,
is
I
called
suppose-
happy ending.
I suppose if I was desperate, maybe, but like, my whole thing comes down to like, and this is gonna sound probably misogynistic or whatever, but I don't care. Like, nobody can fuck me like I can fuck me. Like, I can make myself come quicker than anybody else, so I'd rather just probably like look up Pornhub and just rub one out. To be honest with you.
So let me ask you a question. Say you had a free one, right? So
What?
A
a
free
free
one.
a free new massage, or I'll put it this way: say a woman, a prostitute, said, "Do you want a free fuck?"
Have we cheated on our current girlfriends? No. I'm not a cheater. I've never
So is
cheated.
it like a gift card? Is that what you're saying?
I guess like Merry Christmas. You want some puss?
I'd probably list it on Marketplace, to be honest with you, and see if somebody else wants to buy it for me. I probably wouldn't.
Oh. But hold on, guys. What about you guys? Because the question was, have you all cheated on your current girlfriend? So, Seth,
I have not. No.
you
That
never
doesn't
cheated. You never
does
cheated
that
on your
revolve
wife like
around your own
before?
hand?
Well, no,
No,
I
no,
masturbated, so yeah, I guess if that's cheating, then yeah. I mean, I've cheated twice since this podcast started, so. Yeah.
Seth, keep it in your pants while we're here.
No, you can't
At
see.
least share with the class,
You can't
man.
see from here down, and if my dick reaches up there, then I should be informed. To be honest with you. God dang.
Oh my god.
All right, man. Fucking God, dude.
You
I
ain't hung until
fucking
your dick can touch your beard. That's why my beard's this long. That's what I'm talking.
at that point you don't need no shit. Just keep your fucking self head.
Yeah, fuck, dude. I can fucking wrap my fucking legs around it. To be honest with you.
Bro, I knew someone that could give himself head. It was weird.
Dude, one of my greatest fucking homies can do that fucking shit.
Well,
He's in.
okay. Here's another thing. Let's talk about this. Were you all around like when the whole rumor about Marilyn Manson cutting his rib cage open so he could suck his
Yes.
own dick? Do you guys remember
Yes.
that? And that never happened. And I don't know who started that rumor, but that was always the rumor when I was in high school. And that never happened. He never actually did that.
You know, honestly, I can see why they made that rumor. I've seen some fucking Marilyn Manson music videos of him at concert. There's some shit, some weird shit he did.
Dude, I will tell you though, like I fuck with a lot of his music. Like I think he's a genius as far as his music's concerned. To be honest with you, he's just out there. You know, he's wild. You know,
Yeah.
like he's not a good looking dude, so he just went the artistic route with his talent, I guess, and that's good for him. You know, I like his music. Like all of his like renditions of older songs and stuff are fucking bangers, and they slap. So I think he's pretty cool, to be honest with you. I wouldn't like go watch him and pay to watch him or anything like that. But that's the same thing. Like when I was in 2007, I wanted to go see Ozzy Osbourne, but Rob Zombie opened up for him. I wouldn't have paid to go see Rob Zombie, but that was kind of a bonus that he opened up for Ozzy Osbourne. So I got to see Rob Zombie, and that was a great concert. That was almost better than Ozzy's concert, to be honest with you.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, he had like the big like animatronic like monsters and shit
Yeah.
on the stage. It was fucking awesome. One of the best concerts I ever went to.
So, little change of topic.
Yeah.
Anyone know what permafrost is?
Heard of it.
Is that when
I
you
mean,
come on your chick's face and then you spray
no,
everything?
it's just not.
Okay.
It's just, it's not like any of that. It's more or less so.
Okay.
It just came up my phone. I'm just kind of fucking. I don't know much about it, but it's talking about like ancient permafrost zombie viruses could emerge from it. It's on the Weather Channel. I mean, fucking. It says right here, could zombie viruses emerge from ancient permafrost? And a lot of people are
Snow
like,
walkers or white walkers or whatever.
I guess so. Like fucking, like Lord of the fucking, no, Game of Thrones, fucking motherfuckers would be kind of dope.
Right. Okay.
They better not come.
I mean, hey, if there's zombie apocalypse, I'm going to Seth's house. I don't give a shit.
No, don't say that because I lost all my guns in a boating accident. I've only got a couple here, so lost
Actually,
in a boating accident. So
wait, actually, or you're just saying that it's just trying to be funny?
I lost them all in a boating accident.
That's shitty.
Yeah.
Damn.
I went out to shoot some sharks and stuff, and I lost both my guns.
Fuck.
I only got a couple left.
Oh, I would have been so mad.
Wait, when did that happen?
Last summer. I thought I told you about this.
No.
Yeah. My uncle wanted to go out and fucking shoot some sharks, so I flew out to fucking Washington and shipped like almost all my guns because we were just gonna go fucking shoot a bunch of sharks because they were breeding on the coast, and they like the DNR wanted to hire people to go shoot out there, so I brought a bunch of guns, and then we got on the boat to go out there and fucking shoot, and I lost all of them in a boating accident.
What kind of accident?
The boat capsized because of how many guns were on it.
Like, I'm sorry because you lost your guns, but the fact was like that's why.
Yeah, pretty much. It was
Damn.
fucking wild. I was pissed off, but you know, insurance. I had all my guns insured, so I got a lot of money back. And there was guns that I had that I didn't really need anyway.
So, it's your guns. Use your
So
property.
like that room is like almost empty, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my god.
If you want to see it, I can give you a tour.
Wait. A tour of your gun collection?
Yeah.
I don't think I've
There's
ever
not
seen
any
this
left.
room. Damn.
All right. So back to permafrost and zombies, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So what's it called? If there was an apocalypse, okay, what would be our first train of thought?
My first thought would be, I'm about to have so much fun. And then it would go, fuck, I have kids to take care of. So I won't have that much fun.
My thing would probably be the same way, Hog, but I still have a few pistols and a couple of rifles left from the boating accident. And like I agree with a lot of people, but I don't. Like I've watched some TikToks and like there's people out there that are like, your handgun is only for you to use to get back to your long arm gun, which would be your rifle or whatever. But I would be packing like a rifle and a handgun, and I would be trying to get back home to where I was from, um, my mom's house, to obviously, like, if something fucking crazy like that would ever happen, cell phones, all that shit would be down, but I'd try to work my way back to like where I'm from and find out if my family's still alive and shit. And then, like, if they were, I'd reconnect with them and then probably try to hold my ground with them until I died. Because I'd rather die with my family than just die like without them, I guess.
Yeah.
No, I had this conversation with my brother actually, because he picks me up and from work and we just talk about random shit. Either I'm high as fuck or I'm just tired and whatever comes out comes out. And I told him, I was like, honestly, I would probably leave y'all instantly because me personally, all right, because I'll put it this way, I don't know why I'm kind of like fucked up like this. But if they were chosen just to like be alive, they would stay alive, and I'll come back. All right, but I gotta go make sure every one of my homies, so I can create my fucking army. All right, and create a kingdom after this apocalypse. Okay, once that's finished, I'll make sure my family's all right. Kind of. I don't know. It's kind of revolves around the boat. All right, it's because I know straight off the bat, if that ever does kind of happen, I guess it's more or less like in my mind, I'm probably gonna end up staying here because I won't be scared of shit first, probably. So I'm like, oh shit, it's fucking my homie dead. It's fucking, my first thought ain't gonna be all that, but then it's gonna kick in later on. I gotta survive, and then from that on point, I'm trying to figure out, where can I go, and I know there's a fucking Hoover Tactical store down the fucking road. I can go over there, and I watch a shit ton of Walking Dead, but I don't know. I feel like I will cause like I don't know kind of turmoil between me and my family because we fight a lot, and it's kind of thing we don't need.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's
It'd be
complicated.
fucking wild, like like I'd be over in like Western Iowa and shit, and like some dude would be like, "We're gonna take over your kingdom," and I'd be like, "Who?" And they'd be like, "Lance." I'd be like, "The motherfucker from Alabama. I used to play Call of Duty with him. Fucking send him over here. Let's talk." And we created like a fucking like a goddamn Armageddon, against this whole fucking shit. And I'd be like, yeah, this is my boy Lance. And the next thing you know, we got people invading from the north, and here comes Caleb.
Right.
God damn, wouldn't that be wild?
Right.
Fucking
from the fucking south. He's coming from Arizona.
Here's the question. What kind of zombies are we talking? We talking like
Them
Res-
fast
Well,
runners from like crazy.
Well, you gotta think about it. You
yeah,
gotta
we're
think
talking
about
like
it.
Walking Dead zombies where like they're slow
So,
and
but
like
which one
brainless,
seems to be more
or
plausible?
Walking Dead.
You sure? Because from
No.
Walking Dead, because you're able to cut someone in fucking half and their brain. I mean, I can get that. What I think, I know Seth watched The Last of Us. Have you watched The Last of Us, Hog?
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. No.
Okay, it's The Last of Us. Have you ever played the game The Last of Us?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Okay, well, The Last of Us, they are controlled by a fungus. A fungus is one mind that's like that grew in the earth and it took over people's minds. And the
Okay.
way it happened like that, if another specimen is affected by that fungi, bites somebody else, and that fungi gets infected with them. If you touch it, the little like veins of it, you get infected by it, and you become controlled by that one mind of the fungus, and they become zombies. You're not controlled by nothing else by a fungus, and a fungus's mind is their only mind is just their only like job is just to spread.
So
Right? They're not there to eat or nothing.
get
Kinda
the
like a
brain.
plant, yeah, but the fungus. Yeah.
What I'm thinking is it's all going to be based on the human itself. Okay, the speed. All right, the speed, the fucking, the strength, all that. It's all going to be based on probably, the max of what a human can do is the max is what is going to be done. Because
Yeah.
you have when you get tired, I think that's like a mind thing. Because if you keep going nonstop, you can die. Your heart's, you can blow your heart out. But if your heart's gone and only your mind's working about something else, you can keep going no matter what.
Okay. Well then I think they're gonna be like switch the Walking Dead. The OG Resident Evil zombies.
Ooh, ones with the squid come out of their fucking mouth.
No, not those ones. Before that, because they would be like,
before you could even sprint.
But see,
because
if-
hold on, because they were slow, but they could sprint.
Yeah.
So like, there would be the slow ones. So in a way, it's like what you're saying, with the whole like depending on the person, they would be slow and then they would sprint at you at times. So I think they'll be more like that.
So let's put it that
go
way.
off what Lance was saying, like the average human can like, like what's like the rule of like I guess thumb with law enforcement. If you rush at a law enforcement officer, like average human can cover what 20 feet within 6 seconds. So like whenever they're holding people at gunpoint, like and somebody starts moving, that's when they start to shoot because they can get to you in 6 seconds.
Yeah, but there's been many people. There's even been cases, and I think what The Shining has it too, right? About a guy who does not feel pain at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
And you add drugs in there, like especially if they're like doing like PCP or something else like that, they're gonna just keep coming.
But it's more or less
they're dead.
how much can the human body handle before it deteriorates? I think when it comes to like a fungus controlling you, it's going to be it's going to push to the max to the point where when that body deteriorates, it's only the mind left.
And
okay,
even
it would keep going.
With even in Last of Us, with like the whole fungus infecting them, like they would shoot them in the brain or the head or whatever, and they'd still kind of keep like moving because it's not really the brain that's keeping the body alive, it's that fungus, so it's still in their veins and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So other than zombie apocalypse, let's say that the world gets taken over by something else, say aliens. So that's kind of a big thing going on right now, fucking aliens and shit like that. Let's say that
I think I'll be fucked with aliens.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I'm sure our guns and shit aren't even fucking valid to them. We'd probably shoot them and it'd ricochet or something off of them because they have like special armor and shit. But that's just like what did I see on TikTok the other day? Like if you believe in like science theory and all that stuff, if aliens were looking at like let's say aliens lived 4 million light years away from us right now.
Right.
If they could look at us with a telescope, they would still see dinosaurs. because that's how far away they are. If they were like right next door to us, you know what I mean? If they like were like right outside of our orbit, they would see us as humans probably building the pyramids and stuff. But there's so many light years away, like billions of light years, there might not even be like us here right now because they're so far away, if that makes sense. And
Okay.
that's what's wild if you think about science theory and stuff. So like they're that far away, so if they zoomed in on our earth right now, we're not even actually here to where they are because they're so far away.
Okay, but they say that they're already here. So what do you think about that?
Well, I think that's probably valid because I think there's been, I guess, I don't know, I think there's been apparent evidence of time travelers in our universe. There's been a lot of data on that, and I think they're aliens as well. I think there's been time travelers. There's so many people that look so fucking similar in old photos, and then you see people that are the same, and those people are not, they don't act like normal, like all of us do.
Yeah.
They're fucking different. So I think that's a real thing. I think the whole Mandela effect is real. Like, cause I remember the logo for Fruit of the Loom having the cornucopia behind it. That's apparently never been in existence before.
Okay. Here you go. Here's one for that.
I remember the Berenstein Bears, not Berenstain Bears, and I remember Oscar Mayer, not Oscar Mayer Wiener. They say
I don't
it's
know that one. Wow.
Meyar.
No, it's not.
So
Okay. Here for the Mandela, here's one. What do you guys all right, so you guys have seen Spy Kids, correct?
yes,
Like the original first one?
yeah, Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Yes,
Okay.
No, it's not Spy Kids.
yeah,
But-
that's Spy Kids.
That's same
What?
genre, but it's not Spy Kids.
Okay.
So, you know that scene where they're swimming in the water to go save their parents?
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, the water's warm." What or there's whatever in the water. Like, there's a little statement that they say in there. What do they say?
Yeah, something touched my foot.
No.
Yeah, because when he does that, little fucking dragon comes out.
The fuck have you seen?
You're talking about Spy Kids 2, right?
One.
No, the OG Spy Kids.
In the water to save their fall.
Seth,
Didn't one of them thumb guys hopped out of the water or something like that?
it's before before that. So what
Okay.
they're saying,
It's been a long time since I've seen that.
Yeah.
So.
what they're saying is there's sharks swimming in the water, sleeping.
Oh, the one where they go to fucking what's his face's castle.
Yes. What is
Okay,
he?
yeah.
What is said in there? Do you remember?
A fin hit my foot or something.
No. There's it's warm or something.
Yeah, the water's warm. Sorry, I
Yeah.
just peed.
Yeah.
Never
I remember
happened.
that.
Never happened.
You know another one that never
It's
happened?
sharks sleeping upside down.
No.
People that have the OG disc one have the peeing scene.
That's what I want to find out because I have the OG Home Alone on DVD in my house right now. So do you guys remember the scene where Macaulay Culkin runs into the church because he's scared of the burglars? And he
Yes.
goes
Yeah.
to pray and all that shit.
Yes.
And the two burglars are out in their van and they say, I'm not going in there. Me neither.
Right.
That place gives me the blank. That place gives me the creeps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They never said that. They just said, I'm not going in there. Me neither. And then the scene ended.
No.
I remember them saying that place gives me the creeps.
Yeah.
I have it on original DVD. I'm going to fucking watch it tonight to make sure. Because apparently Disney is part of this whole Mandela effect and they're fucking canceling a lot of fucking shit. Because they didn't want kids to think that church is a creepy place. So they took that out of that movie.
No, you don't take shit out of movies. It's not
I
okay.
remember that vividly. I remember I'm not going in there. Me neither. That
See,
place
that's
gives
that's
me
where it has
crazy.
me think. I don't think it's like time travel. I think it's just like these
Well,
big
it could be
companies who
part of
own
that. It could
these.
be like we're all like
Well,
time travel exists, and there's a guy around here like doing like what is it? What is that called? The butterfly effect, erasing a
Well,
bunch of shit.
did you guys see the TikTok of this guy coming from the future? And he
I
starts talking about all this stuff, and like they've
yeah,
tested
I've
his
seen
blood, and
that.
he's not in our data, or like he just doesn't exist.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he talks
see,
about this year, and apparently South Park has also predicted it. But this year something's supposed to explode or something, and there's supposed to be absolutely no internet for weeks, months to even years or ever again.
well, I guess we won't talk for a while.
Right. Yeah, because if there's no internet, there's gonna be no phones. Like
Yeah,
those are
there's
gonna
gonna
go
be no
out.
podcast or nothing, dude.
So what? That's Y2K then, right?
Huh?
Kind of. I
Yeah.
mean, pretty much.
So that means that that show was predicted what in 2004 or 5?
2000. 2000.
Yeah.
2000. Yeah.
2000 is when they thought Y2K was going to happen because I was actually at a fucking wedding
So okay,
and
so
like they did a countdown till midnight because everybody was ordering beers and shit. I was probably well if I was born in 88 and 2000, so I would have been like 12 years old, something like that. Yeah, I
I
remember
was
that, and
4.
like they thought everything would have been like just shut down, and then right at midnight, like no lights went off, nothing happened, and we're like, well, apparently nothing fucking crazy happened, so we just carried on. But I remember people were buying like fucking like $500 like protectors for their routers and shit for their house and all sorts of fucking shit. They were gimmicked up, and buying stupid stuff, and I was just like, what the fuck is this? Mom, dad were just like, that's that internet stuff, you don't want to know anything about that. And I fucking fuck with internet now all the time,
right.
like I didn't know what fucking internet was when I was fucking 12.
See, hold up. So we were talking. So it's 2000. So how? What do you? So you were talking about when this what happened?
It's supposed to happen this year.
So 2024.
Yeah.
So it has. So
So
you know how they
14 years.
predicted in 2012 that the world was going to end.
Yeah.
So so let me just theorize a little bit.
He
Like
was off
you're
by
talking
a
about the
couple years.
movie, right? Not Simpsons.
Either or, I don't watch The Simpsons.
Okay, so yeah, you're talking about the movie. Because
Yeah.
Simpsons has been getting predictions right.
Yeah, and what do they say for the world ending?
No, they don't say the world's ending. They're saying that we're gonna have no internet, possibly
Oh, okay.
ever again.
So I don't know. I kind of like I don't know. I guess it's the fucking high talking, but say that it just happened in 2024. No Wi-Fi ever again. Okay.
Yep.
My prediction is that since 2012 was the world supposed to be ended, I think from 24 years from 2012 will be what? It'll
This
be
year?
no. 24 years.
Oh,
24
24. I
years.
think you said 12 years.
That'll be 36. So
Yeah, it's
2036. 2036. That is my prediction. I think the world's going to end.
So you're predicting that everything shuts
'Cause-
off this year,
Because think about it.
and it's like the start of it.
2024 plus 12.
Okay, Seth, what do you think about this? So like he's predicting that this year, where everything gets shut off, like internet wise, 12 years later, the world will end.
Well, I think, dude, it's hard to tell because like I think right now primarily a lot of people rely on the internet. So I think if the internet were just to like just be done, I give it fucking 6 months. I really do.
But
I think
I'm talking about see, the world will go to shit, yes, and it'll go to probably a state. But in 12 years of that state, the world would end.
I don't think it'd even take that long.
No, because think about it. Because you'll have people, you'll have so in the world it's like what 7 billion people in the world. A handful of that, 7 billion, okay? Still a big number, but not big compared to the world. That small little number will probably keep the world standing for 12 more years.
I think some like pissed off country with a nuke will just like end everything like after about 6 months.
No, but think about it. If everything is shut down, that means you can't use your nukes. You can't use nothing.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
I
no
think you
internet or
can.
anything. You can't.
I think you still can. They could just launch it. It may not hit where they want to.
But yeah, probably a manual launch. But if you have no power to launch it,
Yeah, no, this thing's gonna like shut off power and everything.
Oh, you're talking about like a total world blackout, like
Yeah.
kind of thing,
Yeah,
like so no electricity or anything.
yeah,
No.
that's what that dude's predicting, and then I guess The Simpsons also
Okay,
predicting
so
it.
yeah, like I mean,
I probably didn't
I don't
explain
know.
it, but as well.
I think
should've,
I think
but-
I'd be I think I mean I think I could last a little while. I don't know, like
because when it comes to people,
or like
it,
like War of the Worlds type shit, like where like cars don't even work and stuff.
no.
Yeah, because like you can't pump gas to it.
I mean, actually, that's where I come into play. Like, what I'm talking about, because there's still ways to make gas,
Oh yeah,
but not efficient enough. Like you can make corn fuel.
But like yeah, but like cars just don't work, or like you can drive them.
A lot of the battery powered ones will not work. Probably like old fashioned gas ones that actually use
like
gas.
my Buttercup car.
yeah.
Your Buttercup, you probably see be
Okay,
able to
if
use
I
it
had
as
for
long
like,
as-
Buttercup and if I had Buttercup and my wife and my kids, I'd probably give us like to survive, or am I trying to rebuild the world? I
You're
guess.
just trying
Or
to
am I trying
survive.
I'm just trying to survive.
Like you have no idea what's going on. Like you'll have
days.
your house.
8 days, I think. I think 8 days. Like the cars that I have down here, no, they won't run. I'd need to get to Ottawa to get Buttercup, but I mean, if I didn't have Buttercup, I mean, probably 6 days. If I had Buttercup, maybe 8.
I mean, you could have your house. You just can't use the power.
see.
Yeah, but I got a brick house, so like, I mean, it'd take a badass fucking force. To
So
try to get
wait,
in.
so I mean, but why do you think you should only survive for a couple of days?
I mean, I don't know, like marauders and stuff like that. They're gonna fucking run and try to steal everything you got.
See, that's where it comes. That's where I'm thinking the world's going to end in 12 years.
That's where your
here's my
guns
thing,
come in.
like if you try to, okay, here's my thing. If you try to make a strong point in your house, like if you kill like a bunch of people trying to get into your house, there's gonna be a stack of bodies on the outside, right?
Yeah.
So that's a target because every marauder is gonna see a bunch of bodies standing outside your house, and they're gonna know there's people.
Move them.
Use them as body bags to fucking cover them up with some tarp.
But that's a huge target, even if you move them. Like if they come around the backside of your house, or you move them over to your neighbor's house or whatever. But even going outside your house and something like that, like
See, that's where it comes into play. Where
you could
that's
risk,
where like
getting found. So
it's impossible to survive on your own.
no, you can't do it.
So that's where I'm saying in 12 years the world's going to end, because when it comes to people, there's not a single person in this world unless you fully isolate yourself, you still won't survive for a long period of time.
Dude,
Okay.
that's why I reduced my 401k. So I was putting like 15% into my 401k for retirement. I'm like, I bet the world's gonna fucking end in like fucking 10 years anyway, 15 at the max.
I'll be right back.
Why fucking invest in retirement right now? Like, what's the fucking point? The money is better like in my hands right now than fucking putting it in the future, because I don't think
Yeah.
there is.
That's why I'm taking the time. I'm like, I know how to garden. I know how to hunt. Okay. When it comes to the point, if the world ever comes to the point where, because we lose Wi-Fi, because
Just come here, Lance. I got a couple extra guns that you can use.
but like, it's not just that. Okay. Well, where I'm trying to like get my point here. Okay. If the world does end, okay, it's going to be because one, you can't use social media no more. All the power goes out because 90% of people, their lives revolve around that fucking shit.
Yeah.
And I'm one to blame because I'm trying to base my entire life off of this. But I mean, you know, hey, I met these great people. What I want, if the world ever does come to an end, to a halt, where like you can't do nothing no more, you can't fucking. What's going to happen is that people would fucking break out and riot, okay, destroy everything, have nothing else better to do, so they're going to turn it into anarchy and chaos.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they're gonna try to provide for themselves, and the grocery stores and all
Shit.
sorts of places are gonna be the main target because
Yeah.
they want to get food.
Everyone's going to go, and not even just food. People will literally go out and steal whatever they can. It's just how they are. All right. We'll
What,
see
and
what.
sell TVs to pawn shops? Pawn shops aren't even gonna be
It don't matter. People would take anything. It's just because like you've seen every single Walking Dead movie or any apocalypse movie. Everyone has some
Well, no,
TVs
I
or
did
like
hear, I did hear like modern TVs even have like what, like an eighth of a pound of silver in them. So if you could find like the solder points and stuff and melt down TVs, you'd have some
yeah.
currency, I guess.
So
Yeah.
so my point is, if the world does come to a halt, I mean, I think I give my time more than a couple of days. All right. Same for you because in my defense, like I believe strongly in this. My first goal, okay, and when everything goes to shit, is to make sure that everybody I know, okay, is alive. Okay, still breathing, still all right. And if that's the case, I'm gonna make it my fucking journey. Me and my homie, because me and my homie talked about this. It just happened is our fucking plan. Okay, to me and him find a car. Okay, go to everybody's house, pick them up, find a spot. Okay, like for instance, let's say a prison. Okay, like The Walking Dead. Let's say a prison. Just for instance, right? We will make that our stronghold point. Okay, from their point on, it'll be more or less, and everybody that I pick will have some special skill. Okay, from that point on, like
Yeah.
let's say this: say none of my homies have a special skill, which I know y'all do. Okay, let's say none of us do. I do know other people, or how do you say it? People around Alabama who have certain skills and shit like that, like a blacksmith or a fucking uh armor smith or fucking a gardener or a construction worker or fucking my brother. He's a fucking gen tech. He works for Cat. All right. You know, a welder too. I know a lot of these people. If it comes to that point, it's more or less it's something you can promise to a person, then they follow. And I
See,
believe in that case, I could build
and
me a kingdom.
that's that's the thing, because I wouldn't even know what class I'd fall into in a situation like that, because like, I mean, I'm a funeral director. I mean, I work on dead people and stuff, but I could technically be like a medic or a doctor as well. I could work
You
on live
could,
people as well, but I am really good at like running firearms and stuff. And like, I think like if I found
and
my
that's a
own clan or
gunsmith.
whatever, I could double up and do both. But I mean, I'd need
See, that's the one
actual.
thing you can't do. You can't put them when it comes to like a world ending. You cannot put more than one job on one person because they'll fuck up their mind.
I think I would have to do that though. I really
Well, I
do.
mean, see if that's the case, and people get tired, and people get anxious,
Plus,
people
I'm a
get
dad
angry.
on top of it, dude. I think
Yeah,
I'd be fucked. That's why I said I think I
but
would probably last
you
maybe
but
like 2 days. I
you
think
could
that'd be
teach your
about it.
knowledge, right?
See, Seth, for you, what I say is like in that case, you would be the blacksmith, and if you would be a medic only if it came down to you have to,
Now
like
hold
you
on,
are absolutely needed, because you
he
know
said he's
that
good
stuff.
with guns. It
Yeah,
says
so
he's a
you'd be the
gunsmith.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
He would
guess
be
I'd
the
be like
gunsmith.
an armorer and a medic. I think, because I think I would do a lot better as a medic than like anybody else, because like
But
you got to deal with
you could pass
people.
your knowledge on, right?
Yeah,
You have the ability to
yeah,
teach, so
yeah.
you can pass
I
your.
guess that's kind of true. Yeah, I could pass it
So
on.
yeah,
Teach
so
people.
that impressive. What's it called? Because no matter what, for something to become big, it has to revolve around politics. That's just how it works, and politics revolve around fucking powers and shit like that. And no matter what, there always will be like something bigger or something greater trying to attack or take your power away, and that's where it takes into play. That's where the world is going to come to end because no one can because the world can never live in perfect harmony. If the world could, we would have been for a while now. But no, there's always going to be that group of people or one person trying to attack that one higher power because it feels their better need.
Yeah.
Well,
Seth.
it's always, and especially in the United States of America, and I mean, it even shows it in like baseball and football games, any sort of sporting event. It's always usually a North team versus a South team. It always is. If you look at the history of the Super Bowls, it's always like even a Midwest team like it's still like a North versus a South
Oh yeah.
every fucking time. And they try to segregate us, even in sporting events, everything. They try to separate all of us. And if we would all just band together and just overthrow the government, that'd be the greatest fucking thing ever. The government's the fucking biggest fucking sham that's ever been bestowed upon our country, to be honest with you. It's a sham. It's stupid.
I think it should just be
And
point.
like we go into other countries that don't even want democracy, they don't want anything. And we try to like show them like how great it is, and they don't want it because they've been fighting a holy war for fucking 1300 years and they don't give a fuck about it.
So,
They don't
what would
care
be your
about it.
solution?
Huh?
What would be your solution?
Leave everybody alone.
That's what I say.
Mind our own fucking business as the United States of America. Take care of our fucking own. We have homeless veterans on the fucking street. They can't even afford to eat or fucking have a place to fucking live. Take care of them. Stop taking care of fucking people that are homeless in another fucking country. Like, take care of our own fucking people. Use those trillions of dollars that we keep fucking funding other countries because they make fucking magnesium and all sorts of other fucking precious fucking shit that we fucking need. Stop funding them and fucking fund our own country. Like, let them fucking take care of them. We'll take care of our own. It's so stupid. We get our nose in so many other people's business because of oil and gas and all sorts of fucking shit. If we would just stop and just use our own resources, we would not be trillions and trillions of dollars in debt. And how the fuck are we? And we're supposed to be one of the richest countries out there? How's that even fucking work if we're trillions of dollars in debt?
Yep.
I'm sorry I went on a fucking tangent,
No,
but it pisses
it's
me off so fucking much because we fund these fucking terrorist fucking communities, and we do. We fucking give Iran millions of fucking dollars, trillions, billions of fucking dollars to fucking get them out of debt and stuff, but they're holding weapons of mass destruction that they shouldn't even fucking have. So why are we doing that? Just to pay them off so they don't fucking nuke us? So they have these nukes and all this other shit that are at their own disposal and they can fucking launch them at any point, but we're going to pay for them to get out of debt so they can have Bugattis and all sorts of fucking shit. You know, like them sultans and shit over in fucking Egypt. They have millions of trillions of dollars. They're actually richer than our own country, and they have like American currency over there, and they have multi-million dollars worth of fucking cash. And it's like, where the fuck did you get that from? Well, they fucking sold like 9 camels to a sheik in fucking Afghanistan, and that guy had millions of dollars because he sold a fucking nuke to fucking Iran. Like, it's fucking stupid. It's dumb. And I don't know how that all works, but I'm just throwing out like just
Yeah.
different scenarios and stuff. It's fucking retarded. We should just stop helping everybody else and just focus on us.
I agree.
I'm
Yeah,
tired
but
of it. I'm tired of
what's
you
so
know, look at even like all what's the history even with the world wars, right? You know, World War One, it was like pretty much Germany fucking around with Russia, you know, and we came in. And then World War II, it was the same fucking shit. We came in. I'm glad we did because we whooped some ass and we fucking took some names and that was great. Vietnam, it was a war that nobody should have been involved in, but we fucking got into it. Okay. And then look what happened with Desert Storm. Okay. That was George Senior Bush. And then fucking we didn't win anything. Nothing got resolved. And then fast forward fucking what, 8 years. And then George W. Bush gets in there. And then the Twin Towers and the Pentagon gets fucking plane crashes into them by Al Qaeda, and then we go attack Iraq that has nothing to do with Al Qaeda. What fucking sense does that fucking make? So we sent troops over to Iraq to kill Saddam Hussein, who had nothing to do with Osama bin Laden, right? He had
Yeah.
nothing to do with them. They were not affiliated with each other. So why did we fucking start a war against Saddam Hussein? Well, it was because fucking George Senior Bush didn't finish the war when he was in office. The war got fucking called off Desert Storm, and then his son fucking gets admitted in office, and he fucking starts it all over again.
Yep.
It was so stupid. If you look at all of it, it's bogus. It's fucking retarded, and it's all to and like I'm a Republican normally, but I don't agree with a lot of shit that they do. So mainly I'm a Republican because of my Second Amendment right, because Democrats want to fucking take my guns away. But I will fucking tell you one fucking thing. Anytime a Republican gets in the office, normally they start a fucking war so they can fucking boost the economy. That's usually what fucking happens.
Okay.
Look at the fucking history of it.
So, so let me ask you this. So, like, so, how would you fix that?
Get rid of
Like,
the gun.
so that would mean put our state into like a free government state, so everyone would be themselves.
Yes.
You know what will happen?
I think there still needs to be some sort of law and order. Obviously, I think there still needs to be cops. I think there still needs to be like somebody fucking
Yeah,
instilling.
but so that's still considered a
justice.
government because you have someone with a higher power than somebody else. That's going to piss somebody else off, no matter what. It's going to cause some type of turmoil. So that's why there's no, in my opinion, I believe there's no fucking helping us because one, what is the one thing people, or I guess main thing is US, right? What is the one thing that we are like dire for? Material things. Shit that doesn't even matter. Shit doesn't last not even a couple of years and we're like dire to have it.
Yeah,
Why?
a Louis Vuitton bag or a fucking, something like that. Yeah.
Yes, but why? Why are we so desperate to have these such material ass things?
Because we're stubborn.
And
yeah, it's because
also, I think it's also because we can't have anything else.
No, I think so, yeah. But in my opinion, I think it's media. What media has portrayed to be these, and they created figures. Okay, and these figures are like high top tier rappers or fucking Madonna, Oprah, Kim Kardashian. These certain types of people. And they have one for every type of personality out there. Okay, every single class, every race, everything. And that's there to put people on a path.
I have a fucking story. Yeah, like I'll agree with that. I have a story for you boys. So I was at a Mexican restaurant having a couple margaritas with Ed. Like this was probably like 3 years ago. And this gal walks in with this horrendous fucking bag. It was brown and like it had orange fucking like spray paint all over it. And I was like, look at that fucking ugly ass bag she's got. And he goes, let me look that up. So he took a fucking picture and did like a Google image search on it. He goes, look how much that bag cost. He fucking showed it to me. That was a 4,000 fucking Louis Vuitton fucking bag.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, bro.
And I go, that is the ugliest fucking thing I've ever fucking seen in my life. And he goes,
you should see the models who come out and wear the certain clothes they have.
I guarantee you this. He goes, if I would buy that right now, if I could afford it, and brought it home to my wife, she'd be like, oh my God, you got me the bag. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Like, for a hideous, fucking morose looking fucking bag like that, she would fucking just bow down and suck your dick for it. And he goes, yeah.
That's the one thing that I have yet to understand is why people are like that. Why do we so desperate for material ass things?
Wild, like.
And we have to blame too because we're
fucking thankful. My fucking wife's like, I want to buy a $30 purse at fucking Target. I'm like, do you think we can afford it? And she goes, yes. I'm like, okay, go ahead and buy it, But like, it's like, we also have daycare and all that other shit, like I want my wife to enjoy things, but I think like there's sometimes she buys shit like and doesn't think. So like, I'm like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll trust your judgment. And then next thing you know, we're borrowing against our savings again, and all that stuff. But I want her to have good things. I want her to have nice things. Like, she's my wife. She deserves it. She works her ass off just as much as I do. She hasn't since, our daughter's been born, but she's going back to work on the 6th of February, I think. So she's got a couple more weeks staying at home, which is great. But it's like, she doesn't want like a fucking $1,400 or $4,000 purse either. So thank God I don't have that hanging over me. Because if I had that, I'd definitely tell her you should have married a doctor, not a fucking funeral director. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I can't do it. I can't keep up with that kind of stuff.
That's why I give it only 12 years. I mean, I wouldn't give it shorter because there is a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people out there, not more than what there is. But there's a lot of
Well,
people
and
out there who
that's just like women, like right now. Like, and I listened to that podcast. I can't remember what it was, but like Theo Vaughn was even talking. He's like, "Do you think like women are gonna start being like subscribe to my pussy because like that's all women are doing nowadays is doing, OnlyFans and stuff like that? Do you think like women are gonna be holding each other at gunpoint because like a guy spent $20,000 on one girl's OnlyFans, but only spent like $10 on another girl's OnlyFans? Like, are they gonna start acting like that? And I think that's a whole nother real like thing with OnlyFans and stuff. It's just like it's permissible for like girls to start that like at age 18 so they can like blast their vaginas and ass all over the internet to make money. Because I'll be goddamned if my fucking kids do that. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh,
Like, if I
I will
fucking
slap my
ever
kid.
found out that my daughters are doing that when they turn 18, I will fucking probably skin them alive, to be honest with you.
so different topics. Steph, I got a question for you.
Yeah, sure.
You got like any creepy stories from your job at a funeral home?
I actually have a couple, to be honest with you. So, one time, so this was right after I got licensed, so I was embalming by myself. And I positioned this guy's hands up on his chest or whatever, like we always do. Because if you see people in the casket, they have their hands like up on their abdomen, and their
Yeah.
hands are crossed or whatever. And I was going, I was like, I made my like solution in the embalming tank of the machine. We mix all the chemicals and all that stuff, and I was like, oh, I probably should have grabbed a bottle of this. So I went to go grab it. His arm fell down and grabbed like the loop on the back of my gown and undid my gown.
Oh shit.
And that scared the shit out of me. I'm like, this guy's fucking hand like grabbed my gown and like undid my gown.
Trying
And
to
so I
cop
was
a
kind of
feel.
creeped out for a little bit, but um,
Go and punch
I
a
lived
corpse.
above I lived above the funeral home for like 9 years, I think, is how long I lived above there. I just remember one time, like, and I lived at the funeral home. Like, I was right above the dead bodies. They were right down below me. The
Yeah.
prep room was right down below me. And I never had any creepy things happen, except for one night. It was late, and I was coming upstairs, and like when I was walking through my kitchen, as I was walking, like it felt like I hit something, like I ran into something, but there was nothing there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I was like, I just kind of was like, because I was by myself. I'm like, whoever you are and whatever you are, please just get out of my house. I'm trying to go to bed. It's been a long night, and and then it was fine after that.
Huh.
Because I knew I ran into somebody, like I ran into something, an apparition or whatever it was. I knew I ran into something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoever you are, whatever you are, just please leave. I'm fucking tired and I don't need to deal with this tonight. And I'm sure they let themselves out, and I went to bed and it was fine the rest of the night.
Nice.
Anything like crazy else you could tell us? With your job as a funeral director or an embalmer?
There were a lot of like drafts, in my apartment stuff. We'd randomly feel like breezes and stuff, I think. I mean, I can tell you a lot of crazy things, like a lot of the shit that I've seen, I guess, but I really don't want to. I mean, I can talk about it, but I don't want to name names. But um, back in 2016, that was a bad year for the whole state of Iowa. We had like 5 police officers that were killed. 2 were in a car accident. They were hauling an inmate back from Nebraska to Iowa, and a drunk driver got on the wrong side of the interstate and ran into them and killed both police officers and the inmate that they were hauling.
Dang.
And I took care of both of them. Um, the families were ecstatic that they could see them again. And then right after that, it was probably like in like August, I think, there was a police officer that was going to a court hearing. He decided to drive his own personal vehicle there, which happened to be a motorcycle, and then another drunk driver, I think, cut him off on the interstate. he got killed, and I had to work extensively on him to make him viewable. And then the last two police officers back in 2016 were shot multiple times by a disgruntled person of the community, and he basically ambushed these police officers and shot them over 30 times with an AR-15 each.
Jeez.
And then I had the honor to put them back together so the families could see them again.
Nice.
And they did get to see them again. So I was very happy with what I did, but I was also pissed off because I don't feel like I had enough time to do the work that I wanted to do on them, but I was basically forced to do the work that I wanted to do in less time than I really had to do. So
yeah.
But so I've handled like homicides, suicides, all sorts of shit throughout my life.
Wow.
But I will put a plug in here, if people want to listen and anybody wants to be a funeral director out there, if you become a funeral director and you want to fucking learn how to do like some crazy shit, go to verniefountain.com. He has the greatest program to learn how to do advanced reconstruction. He has worked on people that didn't even have trauma on them. This gal was embarrassed that she gained a bunch of weight and she was a recluse. He reduced her face and her body by 200 fucking pounds. He took all of her fat off of her and did basically like virtual liposuction off of her and made her look like she did when she was in high school. That was the last time her friends ever saw her too. She was a recluse.
Wow.
She ate. Yeah. He can do worlds of work, worlds of wonder. He's handled like drug deals that went bad and people have got their whole head blown off with a shotgun. He can rebuild all that, and he's taught me how to do that as well. So anybody that wants to become a funeral director, fucking go to him. I've learned more from him than I did in mortuary school, to be honest with you. And I paid way more in mortuary school than what Vernie Fountain cost me. It's the greatest fucking thing ever. And he's still great. He's getting older. There's other people that he's taught that are going to start teaching as well. But he's the guy to go to. He'll teach you everything.
That's
If
crazy
I wouldn't have went to his program, I'm telling you both this, I would not be where I'm at as far as like being able to make people viewable. That guy fucking taught me everything.
Damn.
Yeah. Like he has literally rebuilt a skull from just a piece of like the skull on the back of the head. Like that was all that was left. The spinal column. And he rebuilt the skull. He peeled the face off, obviously, which is fucking wild. I'm sure you guys can't even imagine. But he peeled that all off.
Hell no.
Rebuilt the skull, put the face back on there, and glued like the eyebrows where they need to be underneath the skin. Glued them back to the skull. Put the eyes back in. Did everything, dude. That guy is
crazy.
It's insane. But it costs a lot of money to have that done. But
Right.
I mean, if that's your kid or your fucking mom or somebody you really care about,
you're gonna pay it.
Well, damn, you're gonna pay it. And I would pay him twice as much as he'd probably cost if it meant to see my dog.
Nah, if I die before any of y'all do, that's my embalmer. All right, I'm being serious, man.
You gotta come to Iowa though.
I'll get shipped to Iowa. It'll be a big ass casket, boo. I'll get shipped to Iowa, bro. You can do work on me. Just don't take my pants off, all right? Just
No, I'll look down there and I'll be like, Jesus, that's the biggest cock I've ever fucking seen in my life.
All right, okay, sure.
But no, like I did have to put that plug in there because I don't think a lot of people realize like the importance, like having a viewing is great, like being able to see like your loved one one more time. But there are like limits that most funeral homes have, and it is like if there's extensive trauma, it's so hard to like tell families like we can make your dad viewable again, but it's going to take a lot of work, and that's a lot of time, and time is money, unfortunately, and it sucks.
Right.
It sucks to tell them, dude, I have donated a lot of my time to families just because I believe in them wanting to see somebody again, because I always think about like my family. Like if that was my dad laying there, I'd want to see him again. Just it wasn't his fault he was in a car accident, that he got cut off by somebody else and he ended up dumping his truck or something like that.
Yeah.
So I always go towards the side of the family, but it's hard to do that and like lose out on time with your own family because you're donating time to another family. And that's what really sucked all the time working at the funeral home.
Oh my
Like
God.
I still work and I still need to be paid, but who am I to tell a family no? You know what I mean? I know I can make him viewable. So I can't tell them no. I can't do it because that's against like my grain. That's against my being and my who I am. I have to do it and like it sucks, but I love the families I've taken care of and they love me. So my wife doesn't sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
I get home from doing a badass case and she's just like, Jesus, that took forever. And I'm like, yeah, but what else am I supposed to do? Tell them no? Imagine if that was
There I
your
go,
dad.
come again.
Well, imagine if
Thank you,
that was
come
her
again.
dad. Imagine if that was her dad laying on the table. Like,
Yeah.
would she tell me no? Like, no, you've been working too much on him. I don't want to see him again,
Like
And
it kind of revolves around what happened to me when my grandma passed away. My granddad, he wasn't very financially stable at all. He was like barely working on himself, and they were going to charge out of the ass. I don't know the exact amount my dad spent, but
you said it
what's
was
it called?
quite expensive, I think, because
Yeah,
you told me.
yeah, because first they wouldn't let us view the body. All right, first three guys came in. All right, three people came in. Two girl. I'm sorry, no, two came in. Yeah, some old dude and then a woman, and they were talking to my granddad. And first they said that they couldn't view the body. Okay, but then first, she was able to view the guy who did work on her came in here and told her she was ready to view. And then two more people came in there and said she wasn't. All right. But then after, because at first, I guess my granddad didn't have any insurance at all. They didn't want to show the body at all. They didn't want to do anything with it. And guess what happened? Well, my dad, he kind of just wrote his name down on there and paid for it all. It came out like a fucking hefty fine. I don't know exactly how much it was. But after he did that, I guess after that, we could view the body.
Yeah,
Right.
see, and I don't know what the laws are in Alabama, but like here in Iowa, you can do a private family viewing, is what we call it, and you don't need to embalm the body. Because I think you'd asked me about that or something when
Yeah,
you called
because
me.
at first he would not let us because the whole family was there. My grandma had 13 grandchildren. All right. And had like
Yeah.
had four daughters and two sisters and one brother. Then there was you know, yeah.
And
I'm the
see, I don't,
oldest out of
and
like
see,
these fucking
I
grandchildren, by
don't
the way.
agree with this, but some states limit the like private family viewing to like 25 people, which I don't agree with. Like, I mean, if
We had like 68 at the funeral.
I think if the end result, like if the disposition, I guess, of the body is going to be cremation, and you want to invite your friends to come and see your dad or your mom or whoever the fuck it is, like I think you should. Like
All right.
that's the way I feel. Like just because they're not immediate family or whatever, like who the fuck cares? But it is like I will tell both of you it is unsanitary because the body is actively decomposing. So like there is a time limit where I would say now like don't unless embalming has taken place. Like embalming preserves the body and that's what I do for a living. I embalm people and um I'll just tell you like embalming a body, like once they're embalmed, they look so much better. Like if you have a viewing and the body's embalmed, like it puts life back into them. They just look like they could get up. They look so good, especially if you're a good embalmer that does it. Like they just look great. Like seeing somebody that's just died, like I remember looking at my dad after he died, I'm like, God, he looks awful. Like he looked terrible. But he was my dad, you know, and I fucking held on to him until I cremated him. I cremated him myself. I pushed him right into the fucking retort, and I pressed the buttons, and I cremated my dad.
Damn.
But he looked like shit. If he would have been embalmed, oh man, he would have looked great, you know. But I mean, I guess I don't know. Like, did you guys like have a public viewing for your grandma, Lance, or was she just cremated?
You know, she was so we had so it wasn't really we had a funeral service. The urn was there, but she wasn't in the
Okay.
urn.
So she was cremated.
She did get cremated, but they had like a private showing of her body.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
And
the
I'm
last
an advocate. I'm an advocate of that. I think that's great. I think private viewing is great, especially for family.
dude, I
But
hated it. I went down there for 2 seconds and then I just had to go back up. Fucking, I went down there. My mom just fucking went hysteric. All right,
did she look like herself?
no, she did not look like herself. She did not.
Yeah. So if she would have been embalmed, she would have looked really good. I'm gonna tell
She
you
looked
that.
like she gained like at least 40 pounds. I'll be
Really?
honest. She
Was
did
in
it
the
because
hospital?
no, because honestly I don't know because she looked bloated a little bit when we saw her. I didn't get all I saw was the side.
Before she died, was she in the hospital?
I don't know. I know she died in her sleep. So I mean,
But she wasn't in the hospital at all.
no, yeah, she was in the hospital.
Yeah, so that's why they usually pump them full of fluids in the hospital, try to keep them alive. So that's
Yeah,
probably why she was bloated.
because what's it called? She came back. No, yeah, because she overdosed. My granddad found her. She was alive for a second. He called the paramedics, and then they came. She died when she got there. We came back to life for a few seconds, then died again, and she was pronounced dead
Yeah,
when we
so
got
that's
there.
why she looked bloated because they push fluids through them. They try to like put the epinephrine and all that shit through them, try to keep them alive.
But
So
see, my
that's
granddad
probably why
didn't
she
tell him
looked
that she'd
bloated.
overdosed because he didn't want to like any trouble at all because what she took was illegal as shit.
Okay,
And he
like
because
fentanyl
actually
or something.
it was fentanyl that killed her.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so fucking I don't know. That town of funeral service was dog shit. I honestly I shouldn't have went, but I had to at the same time.
You're
Yeah,
like, I'm
they-
not calling that funeral home ever again.
I mean, they weren't dog shit. I mean, the fucking priest who came up there and started preaching fucking, I tell you what, fucking goddamn God and this. And my fucking Muslim family over here in the corner, okay, all the Indians, everyone's head
Yes.
bowed and all of us is raised.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was because everyone there, my family, my family sucks. They're like I don't know. They're kind of like they're only been there. I felt like just to appeal to my granddad because they never show their face or never talk to anybody until fucking my grandma died.
Damn.
So I mean, I didn't see her for 3 years after that. Before that, the last time I saw her was on her fucking deathbed or when she's dead. Last time I saw my grandma, but talked to her 2 days prior. But that's on me.
Shit.
But anyways,
I can tell you about her appearance though. Like she was probably pumped full of fluids at the hospital. I bet.
yeah.
That's probably why she looked bloated and stuff. They usually.
So, quick question though, Hall. What time are we at?
We are at 2 hours and 12 minutes.
Holy crap!
I mean, shit.
Do we gotta get a stopping point?
We can stop.
Anyone
We
else?
hit the 2 hours.
Anybody else got something to say?
Yeah. Anybody else got any questions or anything?
I'm good, chat.
Who's the viewer? I know one's me.
We got Caden in here.
Might be Ed. I don't know. I sent him the link.
I don't know who the other one is.
We had 5 for a second for about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I
we
don't know if
did.
you were keeping track of that. That was dope.
Oh, I was watching. We got up to
All
6
right.
for a little bit. I think we're done.
I guess that's it.
Have a good night,
Y'all
chat.
boys gonna be on?